Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tyrone at Tyrone Southern's Kitchen. I'm back with you today at another video. Subscribe at my channel, put a thumbs up, ring the bell. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be cooking some Southern liver today with some dark brown gravy and onions. So we're going to be doing this video today here. And I had a early post earlier where I showed liver and onion said coming soon. So now soon is here. And today we're gonna, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 large onions right here. And what we're gonna do, I got a calf liver, and calf liver is really the liver you want to cook because it's real tender. Yeah, that calf liver is the best. It's real tender, so that's the kind of liver you want to use if you cooking with liver. So this is what we're going to do. I'm gonna show you the calf liver I got right here. This is the calf liver. And what we're going to do now, we're going to cut these onions up right here. Slice these onions. And I'm going to show you how I slice my onions. I grab it like that there, and I cut the end off of it like that there on that end. And I do the same on the other end. Then I come and put a slice in it like that there. And then I pull that layer like that, they'll come just right off of that onion, just like that there. And you have a nice onion that's been peeled. So I'm going to do the other one the same way. And when you get through peeling this onion, you want to rinse it off. Rinse both of your onions off at the same time. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're doing today. We're having us some good old onion and liver and gravy with some rice and some mixed vegetables. But I ain't going to show you how I do my rice, which I already had some rice cooked. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a video and show you how I make my rice. And the rice that I make, it do not stick. I mean, you can come back and make you some shrimp fried rice. All of that. I'm going to set that over here. And get rid of the onions right quick. And I'll be right back with you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We don't cut the onions up. As you can see, we got them here with nice rings. And we're going to get a little wash with our hands. Keep forgetting to use a paper towel there, but wash my hands right quick. And we're going to get to work on this liver here. Get it all chopped up and cut up. Put our grease in our pan. Don't forget we got calf liver. Calf liver is a better choice because it's very tender. And it's just a better type of liver to me. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut it up a little bit. We're going to rinse it. And we're going to season it up. Then we're going to start frying it up. That's what we're doing today. On a good old Tuesday afternoon. Today is a real good day. Nope. I got the rest of it. I'm still messing with the liver. All right, now. Let this blood get off of here. right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what we doing next, we're gonna clean up a little bit. Then we're gonna season our meat. We're gonna season our meat. After we clean our can off a little bit here. And we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and we'll season our liver now. We'll season our liver real good. Onion powder, we putting on it. No, garlic powder. Garlic powder. And some seasoning salt we're gonna put on it. Put a little seasoned salt on it. Do that like that there. Notice I'm only using one hand touching the meat and one hand touching the season. Because I don't want that meat on my season. No kind of bacteria or nothing on my seasoning or nothing. So that's how I'm doing this here. And I did add a little black pepper already. And I'm also, you know what, matter of fact, I'm gonna put a little season in my flour also. I got my grease here getting hot now. Put a little season in my flour. A little seasoned salt also, but not much, because I got some on the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands right quick. And yeah, get ready to dip my flour in my, got my grease getting hot now. Get my yeah, I think I should have enough flour in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a piece of this liver and grab about 2 or 3 slices of it and coat it with some flour. Coat it real good with some flour. Let that sit off to the side after I coat it. Like that. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Coat that real good. Grease look like it's good and hot right now. I got it on about medium high. Got the stove on about medium high. And yeah, this is calf liver. And like I said earlier, calf liver is a lot tender than beef liver. Turn the stove up just a little bit more. It's more tender. Okay. Now it's frying. I ain't gonna overcrowd the pot. So I'm gonna wash my hands off again. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take me a plate down. I got a plate with I'm gonna put a paper towel over it. So when I take the liver out the grease, the paper towel will soak out some of the grease that's in the liver. So that's what I'm doing now. Now I'm letting that fry up. Letting that fry up. It's frying up pretty good right about now. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Doing just fine in the neighborhood. I have some more videos that I have already downloaded. I have the cabbage and the fried cabbage video. I have the one that I made biscuits video. I have a corned beef and hash video. And I have jerk chicken wings. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back and make those videos over again because I'm new and I'm learning. And I learned a lot of good stuff from my sister-in-law. She taught me a lot of good stuff. And I gravitated to what she told me to help me better myself in the kitchen. And so I'm going to come back and I'm going to make those videos over, but I'm not going to take them down. Because I don't want to lose the views on the videos, so I can't take them down. But I'm going to redo them. And not only that, because some of my videos I didn't explain the measurements, especially the ones on the biscuits. So I didn't explain the measurements and stuff on certain videos that I'm going to come back and redo. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, what I'm going to do now, since that's coming along pretty good, I'm going to go ahead and take me a couple more slices of this liver out and coat it. Because this here, the one that I got in the pan is about almost ready to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and coat some more right quick. And get this party going. Okay, this is the last piece here. Okay, rinse this off my hands right quick. You know when you're cooking liver, I mean, the flour, with the flour and the wetness of the liver, it will stick to your hand. So what we're doing now, we're going to go ahead and take these out the pot here. Set it on our sheet here with the paper towels for it to soak some of the grease up. Okay, now we're going to come back and we're going to put our last 4 pieces in. Like that. See, if you cut them in, you cut your livers in half, it's easy to work with. Don't try to fry them whole. Cut them in half. It's easy to work with. Now, that is done. Rinse this up off my hands again. Clean our stove off. What we're going to do also, we're going to probably use the flour that we was dipping the liver in to make the gravy. Because it got a little season in it already. So I think I'm going to just use some of that flour there. Use some of that flour right there. Because, like I say, it got a little seasoning in it already. So I'm going to use some of that flour. I had got some, I pulled some up in a bowl that I was going to use. But now I'm thinking I can just use this here, what I have here, and I pulled what I pulled in the bowl back in the bag. You can kind of tell when it kind of needs flipping. You see all the blood and stuff coming up on the top like that there. So you can go ahead and, like the liver is thin, so I mean, it don't take that long to cook on one side. That's nice and crispy, golden brown. Look at that though. Look how golden and brown that is. You can't even see that. How golden and brown that liver is. Yeah. Got some good old juices at the bottom now. Will be good for my gravy. Yeah, it's gonna be good for the gravy. Get ready to make that. And as I put this flour in this gravy, I want the flour. Where's my water? Let me get some water. Let me get some water. Because I'm gonna need a little water. Go ahead and get a little water. I got about a cup and a half of water here. Making sure I got that to the side when I start doing the gravy. And you know, when you're making your gravy, you also can make your gravy dark brown. Using this browning seasoning here, right here. They also have a different kind that they use too. I think it's called chicken broil, something like that. I'm not for sure right now, but you also can use some soy sauce to get a color to your gravy too. And you put soy sauce in it. See, soy sauce carry a little salt, so you won't have to add much salt also when you use soy sauce. Let that cook a little bit more there. Like that cook a little bit more on that side there. But to get the gravy dark brown, you have to use what I just showed you. Well, we're getting ready. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put our onions in next. We'll put our onions in next. And put our onions in. Like that. Then I'm going to come along and I'm going to scrape the bottom of the pan at the same time Get ready for that, make that gravy. All that good flavors at the bottom of the pan that's come off the liver, stuck to the bottom. So you want to straight that. Get that nice. Yeah. So I'm going to saute these onions here a little bit. Get them nice and coated. That needs to be broke up some more. There you go. There you go. Let this here cook a little bit. You know, I always say, boy, these onions, when you're cooking these onions, boy, have your whole house smelling like you're throwing down in the kitchen. Boy, look at here, the onions sure smell good when you're cooking. Onions alone. Onions alone. Somebody come to your front door and say, man, what you cooking in there? Man, you just don't know I'm cooking a pot of onions. You cooking a pot of onions? Yes, man, I'm cooking a pot of onions. You ain't got that all? Yes, sir. Nothing like that? Yes, sir. But I got more than a pot of onions going on in here. I got more than a pot of onions going in here, boy. Going on in here. Yes, sir. I got some good old southern cooking going on in here, boy. Some country cooking in here, boy. Way deep south. You want some good cooking, you better go down in the south. Go where them southern people yet. Well, you know how to have you licking your fingers. Yes, sir. Sure. All that good season right there at the bottom there from that liver. I'm gonna let the onions cook in a little more before I put my flour in. Start doing my gravy. Then what I'm gonna do, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these onions out. I'm gonna take the onions out. Let them saute down a little bit more. I'm gonna scoop them out. Then I'm gonna come back, get my gravy right, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put the onions back in. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to do this now. We'll scoop the onions out. Scoop our onions out. Let them cook a little bit more. Then we're going to get our gravy right. Then we're going to come back and put our liver back in and the onions back in and let it all combine together. So now I'm going to scoop the onions out now. And kind of warm on the bottom of it. All right, dog. I think I better grab my little tongs or something. Probably work better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now, we're going to get all this stuff at the bottom straightened up good, seem like it is. Then we're going to come now and dump some flour. Dump that flour in there like that there. Then we're going to stir that round. I think I'm going to dump all that flour in there. Just about all of it. I think that might be enough. I'm going to stir that round in that pot like that there. What we're gonna do, we're gonna let this here cook a little bit because we want to cook the flour taste off the flour. We don't want it to be tasting like flour, so we want it to cook a little bit and keep stirring it a little bit at the same time. I might not even have to use none of that brownish stuff. It's already turning dark already. Yeah. It's already frying up good already. Just keep it moving around like that there. Like that there. Let it fry up. That flour taste. Yep, just stir it around for about another minute. Might not see done. I think I should have enough in there. Yeah, yep. This is how we doing our deep South living gravy today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how we gonna do this other day. Add a little bit more flour in there. Add a little bit more flour in there. So now I gotta let it do it a little longer than that now. Since I just put some more flour in that. Let it cook for about another minute now. Sure. Yeah. That's how we doing this on the day, ladies and gentlemen. Doing it just like this on the day. Now we're gonna add a little water to our mixture. Not too much at first. And we're going to come back and add some more. That was 1.5 cups of water what I had in that cup there, which I'm going to need a lot more than what I just had. I started off with that. So I'm going to put me another 1.5 cups in the bowl. So all together, that'll be 3 cups of water if I use all this water. Now stir this up good here. Stir this up good. Gravy looking good. I ain't got to add nothing with this gravy here. I can make it a little darker, but I really don't have to. It's real thick. It's real thick. Got to add some more water with that. Then we're going to come along, we're going to put a little seasoning in the gravy. Add a little bit more water. Matter of fact, I'm going to add all the water. So that's 3 cups of water all together. What's in here? I started off with 1.5 cups and I came back with another 1.5 cups. So that's 3 cups of water, what I put in this pot here, this skillet. Yeah, now that's looking better there. That's what we're doing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put a little seasoning in this. We're going to put a little seasoned salt in the gravy. Garlic powder in the gravy. A little black pepper in the gravy. And we're going to give it a stir. This is the consistency that we have here. Yeah, that's good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to come back and put our onions back in. We're going to put our onions back in. And then we're going to start dropping our meat in. Oops. The hand's clean. Start putting our meat in like that there. Let it cover. Let it cover. Let that get good and covered in there like that there. Let that cook right there. Add another piece in there. We're gonna let that cook. We're gonna let this simmer about maybe 20 minutes at the longest. The gravy gonna thicken up. I'm gonna have to add some more water in that. About another half a cup of water I'm gonna add with it. Loosen it up a little bit. Yeah. It's cooking down real good, ladies and gentlemen. Cooking down real good. Put some of this seasoning up. I didn't even have to use the browning stuff. I think my gravy is dark enough. We'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And this is the final results. I have some yellow rice here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up some of this gravy out of here. And the onions. And the gravy came out real good. This is the gravy right here. Pouring a little bit over there. See how thick that is? It ain't too thick and it ain't too loose. Pour a little bit more on there. Like that there. But most of them I'm gonna put onions on here. Get my tongs. Put the onions on here like this right here. I'm fixing this plate here for someone else. They don't like their meat in the gravy. So I didn't put their meat in the gravy. But they do love the onions. Some of the onions out of here. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, my deep down south country liver, southern liver, came out good.